This is a very sobering exhibition for those of us who are interested in the area of human rights. And in fact, Iran's terrible history of human rights abuses not only continue, but they have in fact worsened under President Rohani. As we see in this exhibition, the attacks against the Iranian people have actually increased under President Rohani. There have been 1,171 executions of people in Iran since Rohani took power. Included among those were 37 women and 17 people who were under the age of 18. This is a terrible violation of human rights. There have been attacks and continued misogyny by the regime against the women of Iran. Iran remains one of the worst places in the world to be a woman. These attacks continue not just by the regime, but by their forces on the streets. There are acid attacks against women who the so-called vice police do not believe are properly veiled, have acid thrown in their face. There is the use of rape against women. And in fact, there is one young woman who, when she resisted rape by a security officer of the regime, was in fact prosecuted and persecuted for her involvement in resisting that attack. This is something that cannot stand, and those of us who are interested in celebrating human rights and in promoting human rights around the world must realize that what is going on in Iran affects all of us, that we must be diligent in our efforts to try to bring about regime change, because only regime change will make a difference in Iran. To have the current group of mullahs and their lackeys be the people who are in control of that country will deprive the people of Iran of their freedoms. And they will not only deprive the Iranians of their freedoms, they will threaten all of us. We have engaged the United States as part of a six-nation team has engaged in negotiations with Iran, now going back for more than a year. During that time, we have been promised that Iran had put on hold its efforts to build nuclear weapons. There was just this week in Foreign Policy magazine a new report showing that the regime is very active in attempting to get the necessary materials to be able to create nuclear weapons in the heavy water nuclear reactor in Iraq. So this is something that all of us have to be concerned about. Iran is a threat not only to its own people, it is a threat to liberty and freedom throughout the world. So I commend the National Council of Resistance of Iran and the Iranian American community that have helped here in the United States to put together this exhibit. We are pleased to be able to have an exhibit in the halls of the United States Congress so that we can educate members of Congress and the public about this terrible abuse of human rights. Thank you very much.